Hiya, so today I am going to be doing one of my table runners. I ordered this Hessian material from Amazon. There's 9 meters worth, so my husband worked out that I could get 4, so I'm just going to do one on the outside of the edge so it won't fray. There's one on either end, but because I'm going to cut it to size, it's obviously going to fray, so I'm going to get my husband, because he's good with a sewing machine, to tidy up the ends. But I'm going to measure these out and cut them evenly. I'm doing my Imbolc one, so that's symbolised by snowdrops. So I've printed off 2 snowdrops to try and stencil them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I kind of want to keep it as simple as possible. I got these brushes from the pound shop, and I got this acrylic paint, so I got a green for the stems, and they didn't have white but they had silver, so I'm going to use that for the actual flowers. And then I've got this fabric medium which you mix in with your acrylic paint, and that's how you make it material worthy. So I'm going to measure these out and get these cut up. I'm going to do that just by folding it in half, cut it, folding the half into half, cutting it again, so I have 4 equal sizes. So I'm going to do that now. So I put the runner along my table. I have quite a long table, it's very long and narrow. I put my slate topping on just to hold it in place, and I kind of measured so that the lap was the same on either side. I lose a couple of millimetres because Danny's going to turn that over, just hold up naturally. And this way I'll know how it sits. My centrepiece will obviously, I'll have a centrepiece, so I'm going to get my stencils cut out and work out. I'm thinking maybe I want the flower sort of here, or rethinking it, here's where you'd have a dinner plate, so perhaps here or here and here. I'm going to cut the stencils out and then just play around and see how I want it. So let's cut them stencils. So it's another day. It's actually Sunday, in fact. Excuse my fingers because I've got hair dye in between them because I was working yesterday in London. I tried to cut those stencils out. It didn't work. I didn't have the right thin blade, so I waited on my hubby to sort of help me do them because he's really crafty too. So I printed off another stencil, which we both agreed it would be easier because it's more of a simple design. Because it was like the other ones are so detailed, once you make it into a stencil you're going to lose all the detail. So we're going to do that today, and we're going to do it together, and I thought I'd just pick up from my last video and carry on. So yeah, let's get that done. try and do the other side. After I stenciled it, I just try and knitted up the leaf pattern. So yeah, let me show you around and show you that. So here's what the leaf's looking from the stencil. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, and I'm going to allow this to dry and then do the silver petals on top. So that's the other one done and dry, and that one's done and dry, and now I'm just going to line up the little petals and put them over. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything you can buy from a shop, but that's okay, because that's the point of crafting and making something bespoke or individual to you. I'll flip you around and show you what it's looking like. You've got to take into account that medium needs to dry, so it shows up like white, as if like a PVA glue would. So because I've got silver on top, it looks a bit murky, but once it dries, those lines will be cleaned up, and I can go over hand and sort of make sure that it's got the sort of defined petals that I want. But now it's just waiting for it to dry. But in the meantime, let me show you what it's looking like at the moment. So that's one side, and that's what I mean about that round the edge. That's actually that fabric medium that needs to dry, and then once that's dry, I'll get a fine tip. But I actually really like it. Let me show the other side. One looks more pointy. Again, it needs tidying up, but yeah, I really like it, and I think, you know, once the whole table piece is done and set out, I think it'll be a lovely thing. I'll come back and show you what it's looking like once it's dry and I've used a fine point to neaten those edges up. So here's how the table runner and the table is looking. They're dry now. They're actually silver, although it's picking up white. And this is not as dark of a green, but if I show you outside, it's a real murky grey afternoon. So that's what the snowdrops are looking like. That's that side. And that's that side. Just as a centrepiece that I just whipped together now, I just put these candles. 2 of the batteries have gone on them too, but they're still working. These are like real wax candles, and they have a gentle flicker and a glow about them, which is really pretty. And then these white flowers, which is obviously the same symbol of like the winter white flower. Obviously I am going to be using these within a wreath, but I'm definitely going to be making some sort of centerpiece for my table. But I just did this for now, just to show you the overall look. So I just twisted them out. So what do we think? My next table one I'm going to be doing is my Valentine's one. So I'm going to be painting red hearts and having a red centre. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.